when you go into the future, as far as, some of your goals and things along those lines, do you have any big accomplishments that you're looking to do here in the next 12 months?
Within the 12 months, it's definitely taken a step back. I've been talking with a couple agents here in our office about merging. We've had that kind of discussion. I have a group of women that every Tuesday we have our power bitch prospecting hour.
I love it.
And we prospect together our database, which but we've been kicking a lot of ideas off of one another, and the success that's come just from that 1 hour is ridiculous. So we've been in the works talking about what we together.
No, that's awesome. That's awesome. I mean, I was just talking to Brad Winter yesterday, and around that whole thing, like running an actual business, right? And I think a lot of uh, real estate agents get into the business, obviously, to get away from being told what to do, when to do it, how to do it, right? From either another job, corporate world, whatever. Um, but in order to have a business, in my opinion, is you need a team of people around you, right? You can't do everything in the transaction, post transaction, before transaction, right? You you can, in the sense of, it's going to tie you down and it's going to be a job, right? You're just going to be stuck to, doing what the clients want to do and all of those things. But, getting to that next stage of actually running a business and having a business is you creating that team of, like-minded individuals that you trust, and, can help offset some of those things, some of those tasks, to give you more free time. Because I think that's the biggest thing that gets lost once people get into this business, is the freedom and flexibility piece.
Also more importantly, John, I think it's the accountability. You know, it,
Yeah.
it, it's you know, it, I'm like, oh, a squirrel. That's the way my brain is wired. So it's really nice to have this group of like-minded, successful women that we get together, and we're accountable to one another to help build and boast each other's business. And
Yeah.
I get a lot of people saying, well, aren't you afraid? Aren't you afraid that they're going to do this, that, or that? And there's so much, like I said, there's so much business in Columbus. If I can't tell you how I send out mailers, that's pretty pitiful, you know, because
Yeah.
you're not
And
sending
that was,
mailers to the same people.
yeah, and that was an aha moment for me about 4 years ago, I think. Um,
Mm.
I used to be just that person. I was like, hey, I don't really care about anyone else as far as real estate agents go. And, I want to focus on myself. I want to focus on our team. And, what we're doing is, top secret, but it really wasn't top secret, right? Like, we all do the same
Right.
stuff. No one's inventing anything around here. And, that was my aha. And I went back. It was funny because I think we did, I don't know, 100 and some transactions, 190, 200. It was something along those lines. And I
Woo.
went back to 2011 when I got licensed. And in 2011, there was about 20,000 homes that sold in Columbus. And when I was
Mm.
doing this look back, this aha moment was, you know, we just did 100 and some transactions, almost 200 transactions, whatever it was, in the time where it was a bad market. We wouldn't even had 1% market share of what was
Right.
going on in Columbus. And from that moment on, it was just like, why am I afraid? Why do I have this scarcity mindset? Why am I afraid to not share, what's working for us? And that was kind of my aha moment. It's that abundance mindset. And I think, if we can get more people thinking abundantly instead of scarcity, it would do wonders for their business. But you're right, the accountability, because I believe in three things. Everyone should have a coach. Everyone
Amen.
can everyone can be a peer to someone else, right? Hey, we're both on the same path at the same time. Let's help each other through the highs. Let's help each other through the lows. And I believe everyone can coach someone else. And, even if you just did 2 transactions in a year, guess what? You can teach that new agent that hasn't done any to do 2. And that's
Right.
that communication piece, that teaching piece is going to be what helps you move faster in your own business.
I agree completely. I mean, that's kind of, you talk about long-term goal. You talked about and ask a question about goals over the year. I love I love seeing the newbie agents in our flex space over there, the hustlers. I know who a hustler is. I see them in there all the time. I see them on the phone and everything. It's like first time home buyers. It just touches my heart. I see them in there grinding and everything. And, I want to tell them, hey, if you need any help, this is my cell phone number. Let me know. Because I remember when I was licensed, newly licensed, I didn't know what to put in the blanks. I didn't
Yeah.
know, you know, I had no idea how to write a contract until I started writing contracts.
Yeah.
I love helping new people. Love it.
Yeah. Did you go back? You go back in there and tell them the Heidi stories from when you got started?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. 100%.
Hey, you guys thought it was tough now. Let me tell you about
Right.
2008,
Back in
2009.
my day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Um, Heidi, any big goals or accomplishments that you're looking to do in the next 5 years?
Probably, personal goal, but it's also, of course, relating to real estate. I want some land, man. I want some land and I want to build some tiny cabins. My dad is 73 now, but he's still building. He's
Wow.
still doing stuff. Yeah. He's badass. So, I want, I just want to get some land and build some places, have a place for me to go away to. But of course, I'm all about the Benjamins. I want, I want some place that's going to bring in some money as well when I'm not there, when I'm up here in Columbus driving 270 for a living.
Are driving? Are you looking to do more like Airbnb stuff, or just sell, develop and sell it off?
No, Airbnb, little
Yeah,
tiny
it's some.
cabins.
Yeah, I hear you. It's something that we're getting into. Ryan's getting into quite a bit. Ann and I are getting one, or in the process of getting one in Texas. So
Nice.
it's the next step for us. It's bringing in some of that passive income.
Amen.
So what do you think you need to do in order to accomplish that goal? What do you need to put in place?
Buy land, you know. Buy land and make it happen. That's the other thing about me. My husband always teases. He says I have a great asset and a huge defect, and that's I just jump into stuff. You know, if I want something, this is what I got to do to get it. Do it. So,
Yeah,
I mean, it's
I
a
think.
it's a simple answer. I don't mean to be a smart aleck, but
No,
that's
I
what I
think it's
have to
great. I
do. Is
mean, yeah, no, a lot of us overthink things, right? And that's what ends up
oh,
stopping us from actually doing anything. Is
right,
it's got to be perfect. There's got to be this. There's got to do that. I got to do that. And I bet that's probably been a huge asset for you. Over your career in this business. Don't
very
think on
much
it. Just
so.
do it.
Yeah, I'm a big I'm a big believer in that.
Um,